All right, welcome back to the Daily Mastermind. George Wright III with your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and education. And this week, I am excited to say we're going to kick off a brand new 5-part series that I believe is going to completely change the way you grow your brand, your audience, and your income. We're going to be diving into something I call authority marketing. And this is the first episode in that short but really powerful series that's going to help you to know exactly why you're being overlooked and how to fix it. But before we get started, I want to share with you a quote. And the quote is by Napoleon Hill from Think and Grow Rich, one of my all-time favorite quotes. I actually grew up with this quote. My dad used to, I learned it from my dad early on, but it was what the mind of man can conceive and believe it can achieve. And I really believe this. I believe that if you put your mind to it, you can create and do anything you want to do. So I don't know where you're at. You might be killing it in business and doing great. You might be struggling. You might be having problems. But regardless, I want you to hear me when I say this. You can do anything you put your mind to. And that includes growing your business, going to the next level, and creating quantum leaps. So with that said, let me start with this. It's never been easier to start a business, but it's never been harder to stand out. Let me say that again. It's never been easier to start a business. We know this, but it's never been harder to stand out. We're living in the loudest digital environment we've ever seen. Everybody's posting, everybody's building funnels, everybody's using AI to create 100 pieces of content a week, and yet so many entrepreneurs I talk to are struggling. Not because they're not working hard, but because they're invisible. And maybe that's you. You've got an awesome product. You show up consistently, but you've got no traction. You're not breaking through. You're not getting more leads. Your lead costs are going up. So today I want to talk to you about why that is and why you can, why you can switch that around and what you can do to flip the script and build a brand that people like, trust, and respect so you can scale your business. So let me kind of give you a quick story. I was talking with a business owner, not so long ago. I'm not going to tell you who he is, but a smart guy, super driven, amazing product. And he's got all the marketing tools. He was running ads, posting daily, showing up on podcasts, and even told me, he said, George, it's like no one even sees me out there, even though he's doing all this. And I told him, here's what you got to understand. There are influencers out there eating up millions of people's attention. I told him, you don't have a marketing problem. You have an authority problem. See, in today's market, attention's cheap. It's everywhere. Everybody can get attention, but it's short term. But authority, that's rare. And that's exactly why it works. Authority is that secret in the current marketplace that is going to take you to the next level. So let's go ahead and break this down a bit. Now, there's a myth out there that you have to be famous to be successful, or that you need to post 10 times a day to get noticed. And I talk to people all the time about you should be famous to your audience in your niche. But let me be real with you. You don't need fame. You need trust. And you don't need followers. You need authority. There's all kinds of ways, Gary Vee talks about it, that you can get some viral post or you can get some credibility here or there. But if you want to build trust and authority, because there's a big difference between someone being seen and someone who is believed. How many of you have seen that, what I'm talking about? You see a post and you're like, I don't know if that person's real or not. But there's one thing to get attention. It's another thing for people to want to buy from you, to do business with you, to connect with you. Let me give you a great example. Kim Kardashian gets attention. Brene Brown has authority. See what I'm saying there? Mel Robbins has a book, has authority. Now, if you're a business owner, a coach, a consultant, a speaker, which of these two do you want to have? Visibility or credibility? Attention or authority? There's a distinct difference. This is what people are not getting. That's exactly the point. So authority converts. This is what you need to realize. Attention gets you eyeballs, but authority converts. It gives you leverage. It lets you charge more money. Listen to what I'm saying here. This is so important, and people do not understand this. Authority will allow you to charge more for what you do work with better clients, and create a reputation that opens doors. Let me just kind of double down on that. You want to grow your business, but when you have authority, you attract opportunities. And on top of attracting opportunities, you also separate yourself from your competition. And that's the best part. You don't need a massive following. You just need the right strategy with the right platforms and some authority. And that's exactly what the series is I want to talk to you about this week. I've been wanting to do this for a while because you've heard me talk about authority. You know that next quarter we're going to be launching a new academy. You know that we've got some new products and things out there if you've listened at all. But you've seen me drop these magazine covers with Grant Cardone and Kathy Ireland and Kevin Harrington. You've seen me interview really big names. You know that the Daily Mastermind has 1,200 episodes and that I'm co-hosting the Franklin Planner podcast and other podcasts. This is because I'm applying and implementing the very things I want to teach you to do. How can I help you to spend a couple hours a week and get seen by millions of people? So this week, I'm going to walk you through exactly what the formula is that I use. After 30 years of building global brands, we have put together a formula that we know works. It's time-tested. We also have some exclusive resources, which obviously as a listener of the show, you'll get access to, and lots of free tools. But inside our Authority Media Network, which is the company I'm the CEO of, I have a couple of different businesses, but my main focus right now is the Authority Media Network. We have a network of podcasts. We own 15 magazines like Valiant CEO Magazine. And we use this formula with our clients to get featured in top-tier media, build visibility through podcasts, and really control the narrative so that they can scale their business. It's not about getting attention. It's about becoming an authority. So we have this formula I call the Ultimate Authority Formula, and it has 4 parts. This week, I'm going to go through it with you in detail. The first part is strategy. It's very important that you can position yourself like a celebrity, even if no one knows it yet, even if you don't have any background, even if you don't have any major resources, but to control the narrative and create a strategy for authority. Remember, authority is a blueprint. The second step is authority. You have to leverage what we call legacy content like podcasts and magazine blogs, YouTube, things that continue to get views. Nobody remembers what you did on social media last week, but the authority media is going to be a key for you. Then step 3 is to use technology and systems to automate your visibility and growth. Don't distract yourself from what you do best and your business by trying to spend all your time in social. I still think it's a powerful tool, and that's exactly what we use, but technology and automations will help you to put that into play so you can still focus on the important things. And then step 4, distribution. How do you multiply your reach through promotion, media, marketing, traffic, and PR? We're going to break all that down in this series this week. Now, before I wrap up, let me leave you with this. If you're feeling like your message is being ignored, or you're tired of spinning your wheels trying to, keep up or get that viral post or keep up with the algorithm, just know you're not alone, okay? And you're not stuck. Even if you don't have the resources, there is a way for you to build a brand. There's a way for you to go from overlooked to undeniable. And it starts with authority. And if you want to get this step-by-step guide, you got to join me this week. I'm really super excited about it. We will also be, look, I've got some free stuff I'm going to give out throughout the week. We've got a 12-day email course that'll walk you through the entire process in depth with examples, templates, and action steps. And I'll give you some links for that as well. But here's the bottom line. I really want you to hear me this. I'm going to break down, starting tomorrow, the 4-part formula so you can see how you can use it in your life. Then I'm going to move on, and I'm going to help you to see how you can automate all this. I'm going to give you the AI tools and everything that we're using. And then we're going to move forward. I'm going to give you some additional strategies and sort of a roadmap. So join me on this journey this week, and also do me a favor, share the show. I would love for you to be able to put the message out there. We haven't put ads on this podcast. We haven't done that to this point because I really want to be able to share the message, and it's up to you. We really rely on you to share the show. One last thing I'm going to say is, if you haven't already, hit me up on the Daily Mastermind, because I'm really looking forward to hearing what it is you're winning at, what you might be struggling with, so that I can craft these messages around you and give you the answers to the questions that you have. So that's my message for today. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll look forward to talking with you more tomorrow. Once again, this is George Wright III. This has been the Daily Mastermind.